Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to see the iPhone 14 Pro Max and the Pixel 7 in a camera comparison, and it's going to be very interesting for the people who think that Apple has the best camera and for the people who think Google has the best camera. So let's see which one does better over here. Let's get straight into the video. Today I'm going to compare the iPhone 14 Pro Max and the Pixel 7. Now, why the iPhone 14 Pro Max? Because this is the best camera, which is by Apple, and this is the best camera by Pixel. Obviously, the 7 Pro would have a better zoom lens, but this is what I wanted to compare. So let's see whether this phone really stands up to this phone with respect to photographs, videos, portraits, night mode, etc. So let's get into the video. First things first, let's talk about the camera. So if I talk about the specifications, the iPhone 14 Pro Max has a 48 megapixel wide, a 12 megapixel telephoto which zooms to 3x, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. So pretty interesting setup here. Ideally, there should not be a comparison with the zoom lens, but we will still go ahead and do it because the zoom is not that much. But yes, the plus point will always go to the iPhone because of the 3x optical zoom compared to the digital zoom of the Pixel 7. Now, if I look at the Pixel 7's cameras, it is a 50 megapixel wide, which is the main camera, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. But all of these cameras will have the photographs cut down to 12 megapixel. But let's see how these fare in a daily comparison. So I'm going to go around the city shooting pictures with both of these phones to see which one stacks better than the other. Let's get into the video. If I talk about the feature set, this has almost everything what the iPhone has. So if I look at modes, then you have photosphere, which the iPhone does not have, but panorama, cinematic mode for videos. Then you have normal video, you have camera, portrait, motion, and night sight. So all these things are already there in this. So here is the iPhone. Now iPhone has portrait, panorama. It does not have photosphere, but has everything else. Here you have the option of going to 4K. That's how it maxes out. But the rest of it is all pretty similar. Now let's compare it and see how it goes. With the specifications out of the picture, do subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon, and don't forget to like the video. Do share your comments also because I respond to all your comments. And let's get back to the video. So we start with the photo comparative now. On the left side of the screen, you will see the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and on the right is the Pixel 7, and this is throughout the video. So here both the photographs look pretty okay. I think the focus has been not on the text of the building, but on the brands. Like if you see Axis Bank over there, I think that's where the focus has been. I would go with the Pixel over here. Now let's go to the next one. Here I think the exposure on the left of the photo is better. I can see that the shadows are preserved, so it looks much better. The colors are also better, but to be very frank, both look pretty alike, but I like the colors on the iPhone. They are slightly warmer. Now this one here, the sky looks better with the Pixel. But if you look at the exposure on the trees, the iPhone has done a better job with respect to retaining the color. Now let's look at the next one. Here the Pixel has completely blown everything out of focus, and the iPhone has caught it on point. I think I would go with the iPhone over here. Now this one is a 1x photo. I personally like how the iPhone has maintained warm colors, while the Pixel has gone for a cooler approach. But if you see the bottom of the image, it looks more darker compared to the iPhone. So I would go with the iPhone. This is a 2x crop, obviously with the camera. So both are in their digital zoom because the iPhone would go into optical once it is at 3x. So here the digital zoom quality seems to be better on the iPhone, though it is a 48 megapixel camera compared to a 50 megapixel pixel camera. I again like the colors over here. Let me know down in the comment section if you have any other views. Now this is a 3x crop, and you can see the difference, but I'm surprised that the Pixel has kept such clarity even though it does not have an optical zoom. So it is all digital for the Pixel, but it's done pretty well. Now this is a portrait of my dog, and she was moving, but I can see that the Pixel has done a better job with zooming in and all of that. This is a 1x portrait, but I genuinely like how they have handled the pet. The edge detection is also much better on the Pixel compared to the iPhone. I would go with the Pixel over here. Colors both are the same. The iPhone has blown it up slightly, but the Pixel is amazing over here. So portrait is to the Pixel. Now this image, here there are too many subjects, but I find that the iPhone has done a good job in maintaining the dark parts of the image. So the contrast is really good. The tree contrast, the buildings, everything is on point, while the Pixel has completely made a very darker image out of the whole scene. So I would go with the iPhone over here. Now this one again, the Pixel has maintained a very dark image, while the iPhone has completely exposed it perfectly. So the exposure is on point, while the Pixel has gone for a very reddish kind of or blackish kind of a tint, which I'm not too much of a fan of. So I would go with the iPhone over here. Plus, if you look at the ground, it's much clearer on the iPhone compared to the Pixel. Now this is a night sight. It was in basement level parking. I would go with the iPhone over here because of the details. The lights just look amazing with what detail it has. And if you look at the car as well, the scratches on the car are also on point with the iPhone, while the Pixel is very hazy and it's not perfect. Though I had let it be for almost, I think, 1 or 2 seconds, but yeah, did not work. Okay, so in this image, again, the Pixel has kept everything very dark, while the iPhone has exposed the leaves and everything very well lit up. So I think I would go with the iPhone over here. Now this is a selfie. Clarity wise, I would go with the iPhone, but overall, how I look, my tone mapping and everything, iPhone has given me a very reddish kind of a look, while Pixel has made me yellow. It would come to a personal choice. I personally like the iPhone over here for some reason because of the clarity. Now here, this was a ceiling a lamp or ceiling decoration, I would say. Again, Pixel is dark, iPhone is brighter, but I like how Pixel has maintained the lights and the contrast coming in from there. So the exposure is very good, while the iPhone is just too exposed, it's overexposed. So I would go with the Pixel over here. Now this was a restaurant, so I took a picture of the food as well, and if you see, the clarity on the iPhone is much superior compared to the Pixel, but I like how Pixel has defined the foreground and background image, and the background is blurred while the foreground is completely sharp, and it is not a portrait. So this really the size of the camera is really coming into play. So, but I would still, for clarity, go with the iPhone. For the overall image, Pixel is here, is the winner here. Now this is a video, so I'll keep quiet. You can hear the video and listen to the microphones as well. The video, which was the last one, completely goes to the iPhone 14 Pro Max because of the way it's handled the overall video. But clarity again goes to the Pixel with respect to video, and I'm pretty surprised over here. So this was the overall video. Which one do you think you should go for, the Pixel 7 or the iPhone 14 Pro Max? Now with the costs, It's a huge difference, but that was the point of this video. I wanted to show you how much power the Pixel 7 has compared to the iPhone 14 Pro Max. And do let me know down in the comment section of what you think about this. And as usual, thanks for watching.